Hello everyone, thank you once again for tuning into my channel. In my last video I showed you all how you can make yogurt, two ways you can make yogurt without a yogurt starter culture. So in this very video I'll be showing you all how I made this yogurt starter culture. Two different ways you can make yogurt starter culture for yourself. When you cannot get the industrially made one, you can make them yourself. So to make this, I started by dissolving 40 grams of milk powder in 200 grams of water. Okay, so the next thing I did after mixing the milk and the water, I transferred it into a pot. Then I placed this pot on heat. Okay, I placed it on a low heat and let it warm up gradually till it comes to the boiling point. Once you see it starts to boil, don't leave it for a longer time, just take it off from the heat at that point. Then you're going to allow this milk to cool down to a hand-felt temperature. If you're using a thermometer, you can also use that, but here I'm just using my hand. Just make sure that the temperature of the milk is to a point that it won't hurt you when you touch it. Okay, so you also remove the milk skin at the top of the milk once the milk has cooled to the hand-felt temperature. Now after this point, the next thing is to, because I wanted to make it in two different ways, that's why I'm separating it. But if you are just making it with one method, just go ahead and use the whole of the milk. But because I'm making it in two different ways, I separated or divided the milk into two parts. So to the first part or the first plate, I added red chili pepper. You can also use the green chili, fine, but ensure that the pepper stock is still intact, just as you see in the video. Okay, the part of the pepper that attaches to the stem or the stalk, anywhere you call it, so make sure it is with the pepper that you want to use, and make sure the pepper is fresh and ripe. Then in the next plate, I added about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice into the milk, and then you can stir or you can swirl this to make sure that everything mix so well. So after this point, we're going to cover all this and keep them aside for the next step to follow. Now I have this plate. To this plate I added boiled water, very hot water. Okay, so I'll also cover this, and I'm going to when I'm arranging this the milk, I'll arrange it in the way that this hot water is going to be in between the first plate and the second plate that I put milk inside. So in a thermos flask, I drop in the red chili bowl first, then the hot water, then the lemon bowl. But if you're using a big cooler, like we always call it, a big cooler, just place you can get bottles, okay, plastic bottles, put water in plenty plastic bottles, put the plastic bottles inside the big cooler, then drop in this, wrap your milk and milk plates, drop them inside the cooler, and then cover the cooler airtight. Okay, but because I'm not using a big cooler, I'm using this, so this is the way I have used so that I can get a good result as well. So carefully and tightly cover the flask and keep in an undisturbed place for 24 hours. Okay, for 24 hours. And after the 24 hours, let's shake the starter culture. So you get out, or you bring out your your cooler or your thermos flask, open it, and then check what you have done or what you have prepared or what you have made, whether it's intact or it was a success. So here we are, guys. After 24 hours, our starter culture is ready. Our starter culture is ready, guys. Believe me, when you give this a try, follow the step one by one, step by step, you're not going to miss it. Yeah, this one is the hot water. At this point, it was still a little bit warm to touch. Yeah, it was still a little bit warm to touch. And this is the one with the red chili, and this also is the one with the lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice. You can see how thick it is. It has thickened. Yeah, you can use this starter culture to make extra yogurt. Yeah, you can use it to make your yogurt, use it also to make your milk curd and all that. Okay, so that's it. That's just it. It's the simplest way you can use to make your yogurt starter culture. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.